Alrighty, what is up? Day 7, it's a full week on the Positive Post Challenge. Alright, so I wanted to talk to you guys about the power of a win-win. Now, that's partly how I'm standing in something like this, was due to creating win-wins. But more importantly, the thought of adding value. That's really what I did. And what I do is I think about how can I add value. This is why I'm filming literally every single day for you. And it's good to see you again, by the way. I really appreciate seeing you here. I'm just sending you that good vibes. Always want to make that the intention. Like, hey man, or girl, I'm glad you're here. I appreciate you. And I'm gonna send you that good vibes right now. So how to do it, how to create win-wins. So I had a win-win yesterday and I want to talk about it here. So I always get my hair cut at this certain place, and I'm just going to use the rupiah because I can't remember the conversion really. So I normally get a haircut for 130,000 rupiah. Now that it's a really good trim and I get a really good job, but part of the joy of living in a place, this is what I always try to do. I always try to go to new places, find out new spots, meet new people, always switch it up. I'm always trying to challenge myself in different ways. And so I thought, okay, today is overdue. I have to get a haircut. It's pretty bad. And I found this other place right by my house, and I sat down and I was not judged, but eye up the barber by a couple of ways. Just to see there's a couple of things over the years that I start to look for now. Also being socially aware helps to look for these things. And what I found was, it was a girl, so it was girls aren't typically have man hair, so it's a little bit harder for them to cut my hair. But I saw her style with the razor. I was like, you know what? Yeah, let's give this girl a chance. And I sat down and I realized it was a cut was only 30,000, where I normally go is 130,000. So I was like, wow. So total to get my beard and my haircut was 40,000. So while I was getting a cut, I seen it, and she's starting to do a really good job. And I was like, wow, super impressed. And I'll tell you what, the guy next to me only gave her a 20 before for his hairdo cut. So on top of that, I was getting the white person rate as well. So that didn't bother me. But what I decided to do was I gave her the money and I gave her 70,000. She's like, oh no, sorry, it's only 30. She was actually gonna charge me 10 less than the actual price that says on the board. And I was like, no, that's for you. And her face just went, but think about it. That was a win for me, because I was used to paying 130 for a haircut. And then she was gonna give it to me for 30,000. So to give her an extra 40, and quite where I'm from, in Canada, we tip, so it's normal to tip. So for me, that's just normal to do. Now, I'm not here virtue signaling or white knighting, saying, look at how good I am. It's no, look at that win-win. She actually saved me, let's do the math in my head, 60,000, which is a full meal for me here. So she saved me that by just getting a haircut. So that was nice. That created a win-win, and she was super happy and I was super happy. And so where I'm at right now is I'm in this beautiful, I guess, villa, as they call them here. It'd be like a mansion if we were in Canada, that's what we would call them. But coming here and doing win-wins. So what I've done is I come and my girlfriend teaches yoga, so I come and bring her here to teach yoga. Well, then these guys here get to go through a yoga class, and then what I do is I film it and create content for it. So that's how do I show up and add value? And this is what I'm trying to do for you, is I'm trying to add value to you, is try to be how can I make this a win-win? How can I film this every day, make a thumbnail, add it, put the tags, all that effort, for you, because I'm trying to add value to you. Because what I see in the world right now is a lot of negativity, and I know that if we're going to supersede this, it's going to be through, different energy. So that's what I'm wanting to do for you today, is think, okay, where in your life can you create win-wins? Maybe you don't fully have the money to do something right now. Maybe you're in quarantine, or maybe you're not in quarantine, but where can you add value even in your life, but more importantly in other people's lives? And that truly is what's going to bring us together. It's if we create these win-wins with each other. And it's not what can I get or how can I take from someone, because this is where we're at in the planet because of that. So it's like how, and it's funny because we often think people at these higher levels, we have these programming with money, that money's bad and money's the root of all evil. It's actually the desire for money is the root of all evil, because what's funny enough is when you start getting up to the higher levels, a lot of these people have I know, at least for me, I've had a program that like rich people are bad, and it's not quite the case. People have to really work on themselves, work on their personalities, become, charismatic, become good at negotiating, become good at persuasion, become good at talking, good with business, good with numbers, so they've really had to educate themselves to get to the status that they're at. So that's often was a program for me when I was earlier on my journey. So why am I saying this again? It's just to tie back to, where can you add value and where can you create a win-win? So again, with that, I'm going to share that good vibration with you. So happy to have you here. And with that, I share my peace and I share my love.